Sony smartphones have been niche products catering to an alternative group for years, but last year's Xperia 1 III, pronounced Mark III, became a cult hit thanks to it further venturing into pure enthusiast territory. Sony essentially decided to go in the opposite direction of what other phone brands do. Everyone is getting rid of the headphone jack or external memory card support. Sony's phone keeps both features. Brands are sacrificing screen uniformity in order to trim bezels? Sony would rather just stick with some bezel instead of using a notch. Every brand is chasing the computational photography pioneered by Google and Huawei. Sony says forget ceding camera controls to AI, it wants the user to have more control. Throw in a 4K OLED screen that packs more than twice the pixels in a similar-sized iPhone screen, and you have a device that caters to the hardcore power user, the dedicated enthusiasts. Sony's new 2021 upgrade, the Xperia 1 IV, pronounced Mark IV, brings back the whole package with a few improvements, such as a larger battery, brighter display, and a better zoom lens. These are probably not big enough changes to justify an upgrade for those who already own last year's phone, but it could further convince people who are tired of every Android phone feeling similar to try something different. The Sony Xperia 1 IV looks virtually identical to last year's Mark III, so it's still a very familiar Sony look, a boxy skinny rectangle that stands a bit taller and narrower than typical smartphone slabs. This is due to Sony's usage of a slimmer 21:9 aspect ratio for its 6.5-inch screen. I like this narrower form factor, as the phone is narrower from left to right, and thus, easier to grip. While the back of the phone is a bit nondescript, the Xperia 1 IV has an understated minimalist look that some people may like. The front of the phone is mostly screen, and it's a gorgeous 4K, 120Hz OLED panel. There are some bezels sandwiching the display, bigger bezels than typical modern smartphones, but they're put to good use, as Sony houses not just the selfie camera, but also a pair of symmetrical front-facing speakers. This means the Xperia 1 IV is the rare phone with front-facing stereo speakers. As mentioned, the phone also keeps the headphone jack, which should satisfy audiophiles. On the right side of the device is also an extra textured, clicky button usually not seen in smartphones. This is a dedicated shutter button for the cameras. More on this later. The 4K screen obviously packs a lot of bezels, but perhaps too much.